In this part 2 of movie titled, I Spit on Your Grave Too, Katie is shown she is a nice girl. She uses to work in a coffee shop, but she wants to become a model. She also tells this to her friend. Her friend says you should arrange a shoot of yours, and Katie sees an ad there. She notes down their number. Coming home, Katie sees their page. It attracts her. Katie contacts the number. She sends them her photographs as a portfolio. They like her picture, and they ask her to come to the studio at 10 a.m. in morning. The next morning, Katie goes there. A shoot was going on there, and it was very strange. Meanwhile, Katie meets with 3 boys. They were brothers. One is named Ivan, a curly-haired boy, and there was one more, their brother. Katie has also brought some clothes with her. Ivan asks her to wear a lovely dress from those clothes. When Katie wears the dress, Ivan doesn't seem happy. He asks her to wear a short dress than this. Katie was a nice girl. She can't do this to just become a model. She moves from there without saying anything. She also leaves the stream to become the model. The next day, when she was going for jogging, and when she returns, someone knocks at her door. He is the same boy, the brother of Ivan, the curly-haired boy. He gives her a USB and says there are your pictures in it. Katie says I don't need them. The curly-haired boy says don't worry. We have deleted your pictures, so you will not feel bad. These are your pictures, you can see them. Katie takes the USB. At night we are shown the curly-haired boy. He was seeing the pictures of Katie in a dark and silent room. He hasn't deleted them. On another side, at night when Katie goes out of her house to throw the garbage, getting a chance from it, the curly-haired boy goes into her apartment. Katie doesn't know this. She doesn't notice it and sleeps. When she wakes up at night, she sees the curly-haired boy was taking her pictures. She stops him and damages his face with something. It was a kind of laser machine. Now she tries to escape from there. She also screams, but the curly-haired boy covers her face. He drags her inside. He misbehaves with her and beats her, even kicks her. He stabs a piece of cloth and asks her to stay quiet. He ties her hands while turning them behind. He again tortures her. He says, if you will make a noise, I will kill you. Hearing Katie's voice, a neighbor comes there. But the curly-haired boy stabs his belly multiple times and kills him. It means he has taken a life here and doesn't know what will he do with Katie. After it, he injures his face with a knife. After some time, he realizes his mistake. He screams, weeps, and then he calls his brothers, Ivan and his other brother. They arrive there immediately, but instead of scolding him, they start removing his fingerprints and remove all the proofs from which it can be proved that their brother has done this murder. They pick a knife and place the fingerprints of Katie there. While removing the fingerprints, they place it near the dead body of a neighbor, so it will seem as Katie has killed him and then she escaped. After it, they make Katie drugs. They take her with them somewhere. When Katie comes to her senses, she sees Ivan is doing bad with her. Other brothers of Ivan start doing creepy things with her as they were spitting on her. They leave from there, but Katie's condition was worse and she was feeling broken. They again come here. They give her new clothes, but this time Katie attacks the head of the curly-haired boy. Coming out from there, she screams and she meets sheriff and detective. The detective takes her with him to the office. Luckily, he is a nice man. Meanwhile, a lady comes into detective's office, and she says, I am a lady and it is also done with me. Let me talk to Katie. She will feel good. The detective allows the lady, but she wasn't a good lady. She was the mother of those boys. Here Katie will again be trapped. She makes her sit in her car, and Katie says her, I want to go to American Embassy. She says her, don't be worry, and she calls someone in the car. She says we are going home, and after it, you can go to American Embassy. Katie trusts her, and this was one of the biggest mistakes of Katie. This lady, in fact, was the mother of the curly-haired boy. She was the stepmother of Ivan. It means Ivan and the curly-haired boy were stepbrothers. Then the lady takes Katie to a basement. It was the same place where Katie was placed before. Here Ivan again holds Katie. The lady spits on Katie. With it, Ivan's father also comes here. He starts torturing her. He gives her electrical shocks with the laser. After it, he does bad with her. Then we see Ivan's mother goes to her room. She starts crying while playing the music. Then we come to know she was also doing this task forcefully. She was also in others' control. Now Katie's condition was worse. But even then Ivan was beating her. He was kicking her and then he digs the ground. He locks Katie in a box and buries her in the ground. He makes a grave of her. The good thing is there was a stone in the grave. It falls due to the weight of the box, and the box also falls. The box opens and Katie comes out luckily. When she sees it was a sewerage line, Katie becomes happy and she feels some courage. She starts searching for the door here from which she can go out. When she opens the door, she finds a church. She also meets a father there and he talks to her nicely after seeing her condition. He gives her warm clothes and food. He knew that Katie will not trust anyone at this time. He doesn't talk to her more and let her go from there. Katie goes out but again comes inside the church. Father asks her, "My daughter, can I call the police? They will help you." But Katie refuses him and then says some words from the Bible. It was clear from it the enemies will get their punishment. Katie goes to Ivan's house and steals some money from there. The next morning, she goes to the coffee shop. The curly-haired boy was sitting there. He sees Katie. We have locked her. She is alive, so he chases her. Katie again comes to the sewerage line. The curly-haired boy also comes behind her. Katie comes here with full preparations. She faints him while putting rope in his neck. She tortures him and cuts his body with a knife. Due to it, his much blood was wasted. On another side, she comes into the bar to another brother of Ivan. He was drinking. She asks him to drink more. He feels like vomiting and he goes to the washroom. Going behind him, Katie locks him in the washroom first. After it, she opens the door and pushes his head into the toilet. Due to smell and storage of breathing, his condition gets worse, and he dies there. Now it was the turn of Ivan's father. He has done bad with Katie. Katie also makes him faint while hitting a stone on his head. She gives him electric shocks as he has given her. After it, she starts a huge electrical machine and puts its wire on his mouth, the other wire on the iron bed so that the current will increase, and Ivan's father will burn and die. It happens the same. Now Katie goes to the basement because she has to take revenge on the lady also. She starts singing. Hearing this voice, the lady also comes to the basement. When the lady sees Katie has come outside the box, she pushes her into the box. But Katie picks up the door of the box and hits on the lady's head multiple times. She injures her. Here the lady gets faint. Meanwhile, Ivan also comes to the basement and reaches the sewerage line. He sees his curly-haired brother is faint. He is imprisoned. Meanwhile, the detective knew everything and was talking to the father. He also reaches the sewerage line to help Katie. Here Katie has killed the curly-haired boy to torture the lady. She also has caught Ivan. She starts crushing his body parts in a pressing machine. Still, Ivan was resisting Katie and he presses her neck. The detective kills Ivan while shooting a bullet in his head. He says to Katie, "Sorry, I should help you at the time when you come to me." But Katie doesn't say anything because she has done everything herself. Katie goes outside and passes a smile. It was a peaceful smile because she has taken her revenge on the evil people. With it, she goes to American Embassy. She tells the people there, "I have done murders." It means she surrenders there. She wasn't scared of punishment or being caught because she knew she has done everything accurately with those rapists. Here this movie ends.